Good morning, Flosstube. I'm Ann with the Shepherd's Needle in Little Rock, Arkansas. We are having a beautiful day here. We have gotten out of the 90s and down into the 70s, which is wonderful. You can walk out and feel the cooler air. Just helps me breathe better, and probably everybody else too, especially my husband working in the heat. I know he's appreciating it. If this is your first time watching, thank you. If you've come back, thank you. We hope you subscribed. We are reaching out to you just to show you some of the beautiful needlework that we offer here at the Shepherd's Needle from different designers, and just want to share my love of needlework. I'm going to introduce you to Stitches. He is our shop cat. I would love to have a real shop cat, but due to the fine needlework products that we carry, I can't have the animal dander. Even some of my customers are allergic to animals, and so I want to take consideration into them to not have a real animal here. Thank you, Leslie, Fat Cat Flossing. She came in yesterday. She needed to meet a lady from West Virginia that was buying 2 of her kittens, and they were gorgeous. She had a little male and female with her, and so I did get to do some kitty snuggles and just get to enjoy the kittens for a few minutes as they made their way back towards West Virginia. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to jump in this morning and just show a few things that I've gathered up. I believe the last video, this is number 8, I'm thinking, maybe 9, because I've been so busy trying to get ready for our 2 retreats. Our first one is next week. I'll be home a week, and then we do our second one. We do these in April and October. Registration is open for April. So check out our website. If you're interested, email me, ann@shepherdsneedle.com. Give us a call. Whatever you need for us to answer your questions, we'd be glad to. Last video, I believe I talked about some drums. And so I'm going to start with showing you a few that we have. And this one is called Pin. So I'm going to show you the top. And while I do that, I buried my books, pulling some other things to show you. So this one is an oldie but goodie called Pin Skep. Okay, I'm going to try my best. We've got a new computer, and this is the sides. Beautiful little pin keep, drum, whatever you want to call them. They're just precious and sweet, and I love them. I have a passion for them. We probably have about 25 to 30 and at least a stack of 5 or 6 more to do, or to get finished. They're stitched. We have little numbers on our models. This number means that we need to pull the chart for you. It saves us space, retail space, so our models are numbered, whether they're framed or, for the most part, or just smalls, and we keep those filed. You just ask for number so-and-so, and we pull it for you. My next drum that I'm going to show you is a little bit taller. This one is Dames of a Needle, Miss Elizabeth. I didn't want to take my numbers off because then I have to retrack them back to where they go. This is a beautiful drum by Elizabeth Toledo from Dames of a Needle. Just a beautiful little finish here. And I will show you her chart. And then one more drum I'm going to show you is Cats on Parade. This is oldie but goodie. All of these are really oldies but goodies to me. The designers have put a lot of time and effort into these designs, and so I don't want to be in the forgotten pile. And then this one is a blackbird. So beautiful. I like to, most of them I put pins on top, just to kind of give them a little decoration. And again, this is Cats on Parade. I do love cats. Right now, my husband and I are free from pets just because of the way we work. I don't want to neglect them, and sometimes I feel like I could if I'm not careful. Some other things I want to show you. These haven't made it to the finisher, but they are in the pile to go to the finisher. And these are all Erica Michaels strawberries. I apologize for that. This is Sunshine Berry. And you're not going to be able to see the real true color to this. It's really gorgeous. We put this on R&R antique cotton, so it does have a lot more golden color than what you're seeing. And this also, one thing I've always mentioned freedom. If you don't want to finish strawberries, this would be a cute little piece to frame. This would be a cute little piece. If you are a drum person, you could turn this into a small drum. There's many things that you can do with your needlework. So like I said before, I don't want to box myself in as to how I finish something. Next up is my needleberry. And this one, I believe, is on Ren, Picture This Plus Ren, which is one of my favorite fabrics to stitch on. So that is my needleberry. Next up is Scary Berry. I'm trying to... This one we stitched on Haunted. A lot of times we end up with small pieces of fabric, and I like to pull the threads and lay them on different fabrics. A lot of times I do not use the called for fabric, because once I pull threads, I see something that we've got available. And this is the Peacock Berry, which this one is just beautiful, guys. And this one is stitched on Ancient, 36 count Ancient. My favorite stitch as far as to pull out boldness is 36 count fabric using 2 strands of thread. I also like to stitch I stitch all counts, but 36 and 2 strands is just really my go-to, and then 40, 46 with 1 strand. So those are some of the things that need to be finished. So we went through drums, and we went through some of the strawberries that need to be finished. I'm going to show next some punch needle. I love punch needle. It is just my go-to when I have had a tired, brain fried day. This, when I first seen this, I thought I would put it on a candlestick. The little buttons, we have them kitted with the chart. And at first I was just going to buy a little wooden candlestick from Hobby Lobby and paint it. And then I remembered that I had this old oil can that had already been painted. And so this one is the Christmas Robin from Artful Offerings. And this is my first pillow sticked punch needle finish, and I'm just going to have to be happy with it. My OCD has came out, but I'm going to have to let it go and just be happy. This is really beautiful. What you're seeing is not doing justice to it. And then a couple of more. These were finished by, punched and finished by Miss Mona Holland, which is a great punch needle person, finisher. And I'm trying to get my fingers out of the way. This is a cute little stocking. And this is a Not Forgotten Farm. And this one is Tricks. And I just love these little sticks. And her bows are just exquisite. So, and then she had another one that is called, you just seen Tricks, and now we've got Treats. So this is another Not Forgotten Farm. We carry quite a few designers, so it gives you the opportunity to shop designers in one area or in one location. I'm not quite for sure how many we've got, but I know we are. I've got quite a few, and so I just when Lori put these out there, it's just like the thump, is what my heart did, because I'm not a Halloween worshiper by no means. I love the colors. I love the colors that fall and Halloween bring, but then I also like the colors of Christmas and the beautiful reds and greens and golds and just the richness of those colors. Hoping that the richness in life comes out of me, and then also trans what something over to you, I guess, would be what I'm trying to say. So those are, I believe, all of my stitched pieces that have been finished, or stitched pieces that are going to be finished, and a couple of the punch needle models that we have. I thought I would show you a couple of fabrics that I have pulled. Um, Lori from Not For, excuse me, I'm so sorry, Miss Lori. Lori from Lottie Da, because we've got two Loris today. So she has got a murder, what is this? A Murder of Crows, which sounds really strange to name, but to me there's some majestic into the crows and the ravens and the blackbirds. They're just some of them are noisy little creatures, but still yet they, I don't know, I just like birds. We do have quite a few bird models here in the shop. If some of you have seen us on Instagram and on my Facebook Shepherd's Needle page, we have a video of a grapevine reef full of birds that were mirror imaged and stitched by a lady named Mary Margaret. And the first time I saw that piece and hanging in her home, I just like, oh. And so when she went into assisted living, some things went up for sale, and I was very blessed to get it. So I am, I guess, a person that really likes birds. I never thought of it before. So on Murder of Crows, I did change fabrics from what it called for. So the bigger piece, let me try to do that, which is the top one there. And I'm going to see if I can get, this is Confederate Gray, and I believe the called for was putty. And so I like to make sure that my threads, that I'm happy with my threads on the dye lots of the fabric, dye lots of threads and fabric changes. So that's one of the things that I really look for when I start stitching, is to make sure that I have picked fabric and threads that just really go well together. And then her bottom two crows, and this one's not going to be a good one either. I have some 35 count R&R Liberty Gathering Gray, which this dye lot is a little bit more greener and more aged looking than probably what you're seeing. I'm trying to get a good picture there for you. It's really more green than, so I've got two pieces here to put these luscious colors on. And she used caper and cognac, and then onyx for those. So that's something to go in my pile to be stitched, whether by me or one of my shop stitchers. And then the next one, this Miss T, her name's Teresa. Miss T came out with this beautiful little chart, and it's just October, so I'm showing you some great little things, quick stitches. And these little things here are buttons. And so we have kitted it with the little buttons. And then the threads used were avocado, colonial copper, and then onyx, which is Classic Colorworks and sampler threads. So what I did was just to show you, these are some small pieces that we have left that will go into our little scrap bin. This one is Bramble, 36 count Bramble, which you're not going to see the pretty variation. It called for fog, and I'm out of it. So this one is Sand. And this one is Fresco. All of these are Picture This Plus. And that one you might see it does have some green hue in there. So those are three options out of my scraps. And then I also pulled Wren because it's just one of my good go-to colors. So again, that is Jack and his button spiders from Delaney Woods. Miss T is really a sweet person. I've met her several times. I order from her. She's just great. And so those are some of the things that I wanted to show you that are going into our shop model pile to be done. We do have sales going right now. There's the Praiseworthy Stitches sale. I think it's Praiseworthy 19 that several are doing. We are offering 15% off on any Praiseworthy Stitches chart, fabric, threads. If you want, check us out. Let us know. And so Leslie, Fat Cat Flossing, is doing Carols on the Square. And I thought I would show you, we just got in fabric, more fabric. So this is the 16 count Nocturne, and this is the 32 count. So if you're interested, we have those ready to cut for you. I chose for the Praiseworthy Salve, the new one. If I can get this up here. And lighting is, depends on where I hold this at. The fabric can show up green or it can show up brown. Right now, in looking at it, I see green. It depends on what lighting I'm under. But this is the new Simple Gifts Halloween by Praiseworthy Stitches. So that's the one. I started October 1st. And this is where I've gotten. I'm almost through with page 1. I probably will finish it this tonight and then move to page 2. So we've got SAL. Our coupon code for that is SALFUN19, SALFUN19. We've also still got that going for Playing with Jacks. And these coupon codes are good through December 31st. So if you can't do everything right now, then just do what you can if you need to, if you want to. I want you to stitch. This is what is most important to me, is to stitch what you want to stitch. Whether it be Christmas, Halloween, Easter, samplers, smalls, large, whatever. Find what is your passion to stitch, and then you will definitely enjoy it more. I want to go over our last, I think not the last video, but a couple of videos back, our drawing was for Easter Parade, and Miss Rain Jude, saying it backwards, Rain, like the rain drop falling from the sky, and Jude, Jude. You have won this. Please email us at ann@shepherdsneedle.com with your address so we can get this in the mail to you. I will do another video in about 2 weeks, and if it's not been claimed by then we will do a drawing, and this will go to somebody else. And whoever wins, we hope you enjoy. Miss Rain, if you don't claim. The last video we talked about my question was, what are you thankful for? And I was just so thankful for every response that was there. You did a pouring out of just some of the most wonderful things. Our Savior, of course, family, friends. And in that, we were going to do a drawing for 3 winners. And the charts for those are Hands-On Designs, Give Thanks, Annie B's Folk Art, Thankful Pumpkins, and it says Give Thanks. And then Blackbird's Design, Give Thanks, in one of the little round Long Elm Lane boxes. So these are the 3 giveaways that we're doing, and our winners. Again, contact me at ann@shepherdsneedle.com. We will just do a random selection for you to get one of these, but our winners are Cynthia Bonds, Bonds, T. Miller, that's Miss Teresa, and Mary Birdwatcher. I was just really thrilled at everybody's comment of how thankful they were. And it just showed me how wonderful life is. When I asked for you to respond with what you were thankful for, Thanksgiving was the top response of what was your favorite holiday. And that just really thrilled me that Thanksgiving, to be blessed and grateful and thankful, was just really wonderful. I just could not believe how the responses were and the sweetness and the kindness. So many of you that are watching and have subscribed have just really uplifted me. I'm putting myself out here in front of you, and that has totally thrown me out of my box. I'm not a person to be out in the front. I'm more of a worker behind the scenes. And so the encouragement that you have sent my way has been a blessing. I want to remind everybody that we are going into the Thanksgiving season. The holidays are a wonderful time to spend with your families, whether they're little ones that are trick-or-treating, big ones that don't trick-or-treat anymore, or Thanksgiving, that time of being together as family, spending family time together. If you've lost loved ones this year, I know this holiday season is going to be hard for you. We did have a tragic loss and are going through a hard time this year. But even in that, there is reasons to be thankful for and blessed. And as we keep going throughout 2019, approaching 2020, wow, we'll be going through the Christmas season and celebrating the birth of our Christ and our Savior. I will do another giveaway this coming Flosstube, and it will be for one of the Erica Michaels strawberries that I showed you today. So I showed you, let me see, what did we go back through? We had the My Needleberry. We had the Halloween berry. I can't think of the name right now. I've laid my things aside. The peacock berry and the sunshine berry. So with that, you as a winner will get to pick which one you would like to receive. I'm not going to just put it down to one of a particular one. You get to pick which of the four that you would want to receive as our giveaway. I want to thank you for watching today. You can follow us on Facebook, Shepherd's Needle. We have a Facebook page. I'm also doing Instagram, Shepherd's Needle. Any way that I and our shop can help you as a needle worker with questions or concerns of your stitches or whatever it may be, I want you to know that you can reach out to us and we will do our best to help you. I'm going to sign off and say bye, folks. We'll see you in a couple of weeks.